Morning friends, Monday morning. We had a lot of rain yesterday and starting a new job. Back on the street that never stops giving. Did that one over there, did that one up there, did these two here. Still working on the far one, got to get his pool sorted. And today we're going to start on this one. What a whopper! And there's a few more, and possibly some more down the front too, we don't know yet. But there's going to be a lot of drilling here, and I feel tired already. Wow. Alright, stay tuned. Just taking a break drilling. Generator ran out of fuel a bit early. I didn't top it up before I started this morning. So step one of a job like this is I always clean off all the loose material off the rock, like I've done here and here and this rock. Used the compressed air this morning because it's wet and it wouldn't make any dust to annoy the neighbours, so it was really easy just to clean it off with the blowpipe. A couple of reasons for doing that, really good reasons. A lot of people ask, why do you bother? Good reason number one is it is less of a slip hazard when it's clean. You don't slip off the rock so easy, and that's pretty easy to do and hurt yourself, so you want to do that. Reason number two, you haven't got a lot of rock, small bits of rock and dirt and stuff falling into your blast holes after you've drilled them. Reason number three, it lets you have a good look at the rock to see any defects or joints that you might not otherwise see. And most importantly, reason number four, you really need to have a good look at the rock and see if anybody else has been there before you and left any blast holes that might not have fired, misfire maybe. Pretty unlikely, hey? No, look at this. There you go. That's a blast hole, and that was there when I cleaned it off. How about that? That's not the first time, that's happened numerous times. However, in this case, I'm not concerned, not at all, because as you can see, there's a jagged edge on the rock here. It's obviously been blasted, and in this case, it was actually me. I was a bit surprised when I saw the hole, and I thought, oh, I wonder who that was. And I thought, oh, hang on, that was probably me, because and it turns out this block here is the edge of this housing development, and over this side of the block was another different housing development done by AMG Construction, and I did a lot of blasting for them on this site about 2 years ago. And I remember this shot here. This was right on the edge of the fence line, and there was the access to the site, the driveway that come out here up this line, and this rock was just right on the edge of the drive and impinging a bit, and they said, oh, can you blast it off for us, mate? So I did, and after I drilled it, I decided not to load that hole because I thought, well, that's the other side of the line, we don't really need to blow that up. Yeah, I'll see if I can find the video of that and post a link to it or stick a bit in or something. Alright, just waiting for the generator to cool down before I refuel it. Don't like hot refueling, not a good idea. And then I'll get on with it. First rock's drilled. That was pretty straightforward. Now it's on to this one. I've changed to the small drill just to do the holes on a slope to get them started, just the first 300mm. A lot easier to use the light drill. And I noticed that I can hear another rock drill, and it's coming from behind those houses, and I can tell by the sound of it, it is one of these little RH571s, which means that'll be Craig Stevens working over there. I might see if I can catch up with him later. End of day one. A lot of drilling. So I've drilled 11 holes in this one, which are 1.1 deep. Further 7 holes, which are 1.8 by 40mm for the pre-split line. 3 holes at 800 and 7 holes at 550. Over here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 holes at 1100, 1 at 800, 1 at 500. Yeah. Hey, thanks for stopping by. Back on this one. Been drilling here on and off between other jobs for about 2 weeks now, just a bit here and there. And today is blast day. Got a lot of soil to cover with, which is real good. All the holes are full of water, which is not real good, but we can deal with that. I'm going to suck the water out. Historically I would have just blown it out with a blowpipe, but that's pretty messy, and sucking it out's a lot more satisfactory. So without further ado, I'll suck the water out of some of these holes and we'll load them up.
Someone stole the bird. Usually my arms come on for it, but this time we need it.
Yeah. I reckon I know who it was too.
Yeah.
Alrighty, next step is to dip the holes. We're checking depth, checking for dryness. Very good. 1150 deep, which is what I want. So I'm using a combination of emulsion and a little bit of Anfo in this one. Should do the job. Okie dokie, we've got 11 holes loaded in the first shot, and that's going to send it real good. Stay tuned. First shot for the job, 11 holes. Just done a battery change on the camera and load up the next shot. There's 15 holes in that one and 8 holes in that one there. We'll fire them both together and that should be really good. That one over there is Hasta la Vista, baby. Stay tuned. Another shot. This time it's 13 holes. All right, starting to show lots of broken rock now. Chris is digging this out and sieving it. And I'm about to go and suck the water out of the next rock up there. It's got lots of wet holes. They're about 1,300 deep, I think, from memory. Alrighty. It's going well. Shot. Well, that looked like it did the trick just nicely. Good shot for the end of day one. Good bits there, might be a challenge to the 5-ton machine. It's missed me that time. He got me before he splashed me. shot, all good. Alright, the rain's bucketing down now. It's just past 3 o'clock. We're going to call it a day. And I don't know. It's forecast rain the next few days. We'll see how we go. We've had a pretty good first day. Cheers. Welcome back to blast day number 2. First shot for the day is 12 holes. Send this piece. And that's yesterday's final shot there, all dug out. Did very well. And I might be going back over that one this afternoon because I've got some holes drilled over there that they still need to resolve. And the first shot for the day is 12 holes. Oh yeah, I think that did the trick. In fact, I'm sure it did. Sounded good, lifted good. Just about to cover the next one, 21 holes, and that'll send it. Finally going to send this big rock, or 3/4 of it anyway. Didn't all get drilled, but it's got to go, and we'll fix up later. So 38 holes here, and we're going to cover it and send it. Thanks for watching. Well, that's good. She's still smoking. The rock just broke the cover at the front. Just here. Sort of tells you it had just the right amount of cover on it. Alright. You're just going to load some rocks up and then dig it out. So the section of that rock there that was fired, drilled, loaded and fired, has mostly come out, plus a few extra bits like that big bit that wasn't loaded. Yeah, alright, next shot, this one here, 17 holes, and if we're at time we might do that little troublesome bit there as well. Alright, I'll get him to scratch up some clean cover to put on it, and we'll send it. 17 hole shot. Not much left of that one. Oh yeah, fix that right up. Did I load it too hard? What do you think? I don't think so. Final day on this job. Just setting up for a 13 hole shot here on the remnant of the big rock. And Paul is just trying to manipulate a few pieces of rock into a good position where they can just be used as fill basically beside the big rock we're going to blast. But yeah, very wet site today. We had about 30 millimeters of rain here yesterday, and of course that was a complete showstopper. Yuck, and it's really cold. What's he doing? I know very well not to stand close when this sort of work's going on, because rocks get dropped and make a very big splash. So So I've made the executive decision to only load half of the shot. Just 7 holes. The reason being, just concerned about getting enough cover if I load the whole rock. There's the cover. We don't have a lot, but because it's wet, it just, you know, it's just slop, and you can't stack slop. It's like trying to polish a turd. You just can't do it. So just load half the rock. We'll have enough cover for that, and do the other half in the next shot. Okay, here we go, the 7-hole shot. Let's go. Second shot for the morning, 6 holes. They'll send it. This be the last shot for the job.
Let's go.
Let's see how we went with this last shot, just that big piece of oversize. Glad the rain stopped. Oh yeah, got a few pieces, that's good. Pretty well. It's all very well smashed up. If it digs out with a mud bucket without any trouble, it's a good shot. Not that I recommend digging out rocks with a mud bucket, but I've seen an awful lot of this lately. This guy's got a fair bit of finesse. It's getting late in the day, a bit later than I expected. I thought I'd be out of here soon after lunch, but it's gone 5 o'clock. Yeah, well, that's not a bad pile of rock for the day, for the last day. And just busted up a few bits of oversize. We had a stuck bit over there, and we uncovered this shot in the corner that I fired about a week ago, and it must have been a pancake rock, because I think I blew the bottom out of most of the holes and not much happened on top, so I had to re-drill a couple more holes in there and fire it again, and the second shot was devastating. Anyway, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. So we've finished stage 1 of this job. This is the site cut done. Next he's got to get some footings in, for strip footings for the house and also the retaining wall. So I reckon I'll be back. Cheers.